Hi guys, my name is Mary. I'm going to be doing the second half of August reading for you all. August 16th through the 31st reading for Leo. Some of you guys are still having birthdays. Happy birthday, you all. Hope everybody is having and will be having a great birthday. This is for your sun, moon, and rising signs. It's not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate, you might want to try your other signs. And sometimes it takes me a minute. Just depends on how the cards want to cooperate. Please be patient. Those popped right out. I want this one. I don't know why. Alright, let's see what we got. The Hermit. Let's see. 10 of Cups. Five of Pentacles. King of Wands. Five of Cups, and the Sun card. That's a nice card, right? They're almost straight. I think that's better. You're clarifying the Wheel, 9 of Wands, and 7 of Cups. Well, Mary, bless my heart. Sorry, you all. The Garden and the Gate. Blossoming Abundance. Look how pretty those cards are, right? Nice, you all. Be assertive and recovery. I have a feeling a lot of people are recovering right now from a lot of different things. It might be health-wise, but it might be a lot of other things as well. Give me just a minute, okay? Those don't look straight. Sorry, I had to plug that in. All right, you all. I think under all the circumstances and everything that's going on, sometimes we get to a little bit of sorrow and a little bit of sadness and a little bit of, what on earth is my next move? What on earth should I do now? How should I handle this particular situation? Now, a lot of people okay, let me rephrase. Some people are going through work issues at this time, business. You might own your own business and you're having issues with your business. You may be having issues that you're wanting to move somewhere. And it may be financial issues as well. But I do think that as the month goes on and as we get closer to September and possibly even a little bit into September, that things are starting to change for a lot of you all. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like that even if sometimes you feel like this and this, and maybe even the 9 of Wands, which could be a wounded warrior situation, and then you've got recovery over there. Some of you guys may have been under the weather. You may have been ill with something. You may have been recovering in different ways. Recovering from job losses, recovering from evictions, recovering from financial issues at this time. Recovering could be people around you that you've been taking care of. So I believe with this recovery card, it's not necessarily always that you've been sick, literally sick, but it could be. But it could also be recovering in a lot of different other ways. And you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, sometimes with this Five of Pentacles, it makes me feel like that some of you all may need some sort of help at this time, whether it be you may need to ask for help in certain ways, like for food or on rent or something to that extent. Now, maybe some of you guys have a lot of bills and you can't seem to pay them at this time. If that's the case, maybe you're calling around to your credit cards, for instance, or your car payment, and you're saying, hey, I just don't have the money. But I do think that you will get help in one way or another. If you are finding yourself in a little bit of a sticky situation regarding bills or regarding trying to get back to work, or maybe even your business or something to that extent, maybe it is recovery from someone around you that you're taking care of. I think that all of those things, or whatever it is that is holding you down or making you feel like this, I believe that that is about to change in a really good way. I really do. You know, when I get this Nine of Wands here too, like I said earlier, this is similar to the wounded warrior in some ways. So sometimes that's exactly what it means, that you guys are under the weather or you're wounded in one way or another. But I do think that that is you're going to start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, for some of you, if you're looking for some sort of a job, for instance, maybe you're looking to move into a new apartment or a new home, or maybe you're wanting to buy a home right now, I kind of feel like that you may... Hold on, I want to word this the right way, so give me just a second, okay? Sometimes with this Seven of Cups, it makes me feel like that you guys are going to run into certain issues or certain things or certain situations or certain homes, jobs, whatever it is you're looking for, or whatever may be coming to you. This card makes me feel like there's going to be some that are not worth a hoot. They're not going to be in your best interest. They're not going to be for you. Some of them may be too good to be true. Sometimes you have decided on something and just thought in your mind, this is it. This is that job that I would do anything for. Or this is that apartment that's in the perfect location. And sometimes you have it in your mind that you want this particular item or this thing or this job. But in a quick second, just like that, something else might come in that absolutely gets you even more excited than the first thing. So I want you guys to realize that, okay? So sometimes, you know, maybe you've decided, let me give you an example. Maybe you have decided to move to the beach and you want to live in this particular area, and you find an apartment there and you say, this is it. It's affordable. This is the location I'm wanting and all of this other good stuff. And then all of a sudden you find a job over on the other side of town and you say, wait a minute, let me see what this job is all about. And when you get deeper into that job and you decide you want that job, you find an apartment that's even closer to that job. So that's how I'm feeling. It's almost like you've made up your mind on something, and then just in a split second, or when something else changes, you are going to lean towards in a different way. So I want you all to be aware of that, just in case you need to know that for one reason or another. But it is going to be the right decision for you, the right apartment, the right job, the right location, whatever you're looking to do. The right business opportunity. So it can go in different directions, of course, but I think that it's going to be something that's going to be fantastic for you, your family, and everyone that you know and love, and everyone that you're trying to protect right now. Because you all, I have this wheel card here too, and when I get the wheel, this is a new cycle coming in. This is an ending of a cycle the way that you knew it, so something else can come in. So this is part of your life experiences. These are stepping stones in your life. These are things that might be coming in that you never in a million years would have ever thought that you'd be doing. So, sometimes I don't necessarily want to use this sentence, but I'm going to because it keeps popping in my head. Sometimes, even though times are rough, times are hard, you're a little bit sad, you've got a little bit sorrow going on, sometimes things happen for us to do something different, okay? And some people call it a blessing in disguise. And even though it might not feel like it at the time, when you look back later on in life, you'll realize that it was a blessing in disguise. So I'm not saying everything going on right now is a blessing in disguise. That's the reason why I really didn't want to say that at all. But I felt like I had to, because I wanted you guys to realize that even if times are tough sometimes, once you make up your mind and once you make that big jump, whatever it is for you, you're going to look back and say, you know what, thank goodness. I've got a great job, I have a great apartment, I live on the beach, wherever, or I'm looking at mountains, or whatever is good for you. It's almost like that sometimes when things happen, we just look at the sad and the sorrow and the worst of the worst. But when it's all said and done, you can go, you know what? That was the best move of my life in one way or another. So I just want you all to realize that. But I do also want you to know that some things that are going to be coming in are illusions, or they're too good to be true, or you're going to change your mind about something at the last minute because you think for sure this is what I want. And just like that, you're going to change your mind, but it's going to be for the best, okay? So I just want you to realize that too. Give me just a minute, okay? All right. You know what gets me extremely excited too are these two cards along with this Sun card. And you all already know what the Sun card is. The Sun card is probably the happiest card in the deck. It's positive, it's energy, it is things going your way, it's you guys being feeling blessed and feeling secure and feeling just happy. And then you add these two cards to it. And these two cards, one of them is universe is blessing you, this blossoming abundance. Universe is blessing you. You could be getting some sort of financial gains in some way. And then you get into the Garden and the Gate, and this is very similar. It's prosperity and financial gain once again, and pleasures and things like that. So I get excited for you, and that's the reason why I feel like, even though you may feel like, for some reason I feel like with this Five of Pentacles that people are going to, some of you all, not everyone, there's going to be someone in your neighborhood or in your community that's going to be able to help you out. Whether it be you need a ride somewhere, whether it be you may need food, it may be a food bank, it may be someone from the church, it may be a neighbor. There may be someone that's willing to help you out. And for some reason, I feel like that once this happens, things are changing around for a lot of you all. So I feel like that if there is something that you feel like you might want to change at this time, whether it be that job, whether it be a new business location, whether it be moving to another apartment, maybe it's just something minor. Maybe it's just something something that has to do with your family, for instance. I mean, not that I didn't mean that to sound that way. Your family's not minor. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, maybe it's regarding schools or something to that extent. And you're like, you know what, I'm going to do something. I'm going to step up and I'm going to take charge and I'm going to say something about the school situation. I just feel like that there's something, even if it's something small, that you guys are wanting a change, and you're going to be doing the best that you can and taking charge of something that's really going to be great for a lot of you all, especially with this Sun, with this blossoming abundance and this garden and the gate, it just makes me feel like you guys are going to be okay. Even if you feel like sometimes you're not sure if you're going to be okay, you are going to be okay. And better than that, you're going to be better than you have been in a while. I have this King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Your sign, your energy, I feel like it's your determination too. You guys are going to be like, you know what? I need to do something about this. I need to take charge. I need to move somewhere. I need to get a new job. Whatever it is that you're looking to do, you're taking charge over it. You're going to have your energy, you're going to have your determination and your fire and your passion, and you're going to do the right things for you and your family and the situation that you're in. And even if it's for you all to stand up and say something, like I said earlier, you're going to do it. And I think it's going to turn out in a really good way. And I think you guys are going to be pleased. I'm going to give it a couple of weeks into September, because this is the second half of August and everybody's on a little bit of a time, difference. But I think by the middle of September, a lot of you guys are going to see a big difference. And maybe it's something small, but maybe it's something huge. And you're going to feel a lot better about the way things are turning out and working out, and the way that things are moving in a direction that is good for you and your family. Give me just a minute, okay? I'm going to rearrange. I didn't even get into the Hermit card. The Hermit card makes me feel like, sometimes we need to be by ourselves so we can figure something out. Sometimes it's to pray and meditate. Sometimes it's to go within. Sometimes it's just to be left alone so you can think straight, especially if maybe you've got a big family, you just want to be by yourself. But I feel like that you're being guided. There's a path that's meant for you, and you're being guided. I just can't get them straight today, you all. I've got them all on a slant. I'm sorry. Think that's better? It's hard for me to see. Okay, here's the thing. I want you guys to understand and realize that even sometimes when you go through a little bit of, you need help in one way or another, and it might be as simple as getting a ride to the doctor, or something small, you just need some food to do you until you get paid, or whatever it is. It could be a church group that's helping you, a neighbor, or your family. But I feel like you guys, if you do need help, you will be getting help at this time. You might need to reach out and ask for that help, but I think that you'll have a lot of people that are willing and wanting to help you. Sometimes it gets a little bit overbearing. Sometimes it's a little bit sad and sorrow, and what am I supposed to do now? But I think that that's all going to change very soon. I feel like you're going to get back into your own skin and start taking back charge over certain things in your life that you may have not felt very secure with just a little bit ago, not feeling like you have any control over certain things. I think now it's going to start changing. I believe that with this recovery, it can go in different directions. You could be helping someone in your family, or a friend, or a neighbor, or someone to that extent. But it could also be your own recovery in different ways, financially, possibly a job, possibly moving somewhere different types of recovery. Sometimes it's just the way you're thinking. You're recovering in your thoughts. A lot of people go a little bit cabin fever a little bit sometimes too, if you're stuck at home too long. So I think with this Hermit, you're going to have a moment to where everybody just leave me alone for a minute. I've got to figure something out. And when you do that, I feel like that things might open up for you and you might get some sort of acknowledgement or some sort of positivity that will lead you in a direction that's meant for you. Sometimes you're going to have things that might be popping out that's too good to be true. They might offer to pay you this big lot of money, but then you find out that it's not, it's too good to be true. They might expect you to work every day of the week or something like that. You might find an apartment that sounds like it's, you know, the best place in the world, but when you go and look at it, it's got holes in the walls and cockroaches running around. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. Even though the price is good, it's just, it was too good to be true. So I want you to throw all of those away, because you are going to have a couple of options that's going to be good for you. Sometimes you're going to, for some of you, I shouldn't say so, for sometimes, for some of you, you're going to have your mind made up about something specific, and it's going to change because something else better is going to come along. So I want you all to be aware of that, because this is a new cycle in your life. This is a new change coming in your life, because you're looking out for your family, for your husband, your wife, your children, your parents, your grandparents. This is going to be a good move or a good path for you and your family. And in that, you're going to find these 3 cards, which are absolutely beautiful: prosperity and abundance and financial rewards and your own happiness at the end of the tunnel. So if you all are going through any sort of what am I supposed to do, and a little bit of sad and a little bit of not knowing, I feel like that's all going to start picking up and lifting up, and you're going to start seeing things in a different way and feeling different. You're going to start feeling like you're back in your own skin again, and you're going to be able to take control. If there's something you don't like, or something you want to say or say out loud, or if your kids can't go back to school for some reason, you know, with everything going on, or if there's something to that extent, you need to be assertive. You do. You need to stick up for what you believe in and what you think is right, okay? I just feel like I have to say that for some reason today, because at the end of, I'd say probably, I'm gonna say by the middle of September, a lot of you guys are going to be a lot happier than you've been in quite some time. And this is a great thing. This is really a great thing. Even though sometimes it feels like it's not, especially if you're going through it right now, it's all going to turn around and you're going to see a beautiful rainbow at the end of it, okay? It just makes me feel like that even sometimes when bad things happen, something better comes out of it, okay? That's really what I want you all to pay attention to, and that's how I feel. And these are blessings. I mean, I feel like it's going to be a great half of month and half of September for most of you all. All right, you all, this is a great reading. I hope you guys have enjoyed it today. This is your second half of August reading for Leo, August 16th through the 31st. I hope you guys have enjoyed it today, and I hope you guys come back and see me. Take care, you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.